Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Altman. Today I'm going to take a few minutes to talk to you about a computer part that you probably use all the time and what we call it. Let's start out by looking at some pictures. This little arrow on the screen, and you can see mine moving around the screen, is called your cursor. In different kinds of computers or devices, we use the cursor in a different way. But it's always what we use to point at things on the screen and to click or choose things on the screen. You might have something like this, and I have one right in front of me. It's called the mouse. It always has two buttons, the left and the right button, and those are used for clicking on things. A lot of times it also has this other little guy, which is a wheel, and mine is also a button, and that can be used to click on things too, and also to move your screen up and down by rolling the wheel. Another way that you can move your cursor around is with something called the trackpad. Now this trackpad that I'm showing you is a lot like a mouse because it has an area where you can move your finger around and two areas at the bottom where you can click. But trackpads sometimes don't have any visible buttons at all. So I brought my computer to show you what this would look like. On this computer, and probably on a lot of your computers, my trackpad is just this big rectangle. And I kind of have to imagine the buttons are on the left and right so that I know where to click. I click to the left or to the right. And sometimes I use a two-finger trick. Tap like this, and that's just like a right-click button. Or with two fingers, I can do the scrolling up and down, just like I could do with the wheel on my physical mouse. There's a third type of clicking and dragging and moving that I'm going to show you today, and that is on a tablet type device. So I brought my iPad to show you, and you've probably done this one a lot, where your finger all by itself is the cursor and the mouse, and you just put it on the screen and drag it wherever you need to drag it. For today's activities, you're going to choose from a few different games that you can use a clicking or dragging a mouse like a regular mouse, or a trackpad, or even a tablet if that's what you have available to you. So I'll show you what our choice board looks like right now. It's over here. I've put 4 choices on your choice board today. 2 of them will work on an iPhone, on an iPad, if that's what you're using, and 2 of them, and all of them, will work on a computer or a Chromebook if that's what you're using. So your first choice is Weave Silk, and this is what I was just showing you on my iPad, and you can click and drag. Click. When I'm clicking with my pointy finger on the left clicking button, and I just click and drag to move it around and create some beautiful designs. When I did this activity on my iPad, it was just tap and drag, tap and drag, tap and drag. But it did the same thing. All right, well, this is a really fun activity, so I hope you enjoy it. The next activity I want to show you is called refrigerator magnets. And it's missing some parts. Oh, the refrigerator magnets I'm going to show you actually have some pictures. There they go, pictures. This one also works on an iPad, and this one is a great chance for you to really practice your skills because you sort of have to do it just right to make the iPad work. I'm going to try and show you here. So if I want to drag the pumpkin, I have to kind of quickly touch it and drag it, because if I start holding it, it starts pulling up other options. So I can click and drag the heart, tap and drag, tap and drag. It has to be kind of a swift movement. Whoosh, whoosh, in order to move that cute little picture. And besides the pictures, there are tons of letters for you to make words. And I wonder if you can spell any of the words for the pictures that I gave you. Good challenge. All right, the next activity on our choice board, we have weave silk and refrigerator magnets. Now these other two won't work for you if you're on an iPad, but they will work for you if you're able to borrow a computer or if you're already using a computer or Chromebook. These ones are really, really fun. This is your pumpkin carving activity. I'm going to turn off the sound so you can hear me, but you can enjoy the sound when it's your turn to play. It's really fun. It's also, with my mouse, a click and drag. Or, with my trackpad, I would click with one finger and drag around with the other finger. I'm going to kind of show you what that looks like. You probably won't see my fingers here. Let's see how low I can go. Okay, we're going to show you. First finger, click. Second finger, drag. Click and drag. There we go. Okay. That's how you do it with the trackpad. A little tricky to see there, but you can experiment with it. You can ask a grown-up to help, or a big brother or big sister, because most of your big brothers and sisters, if you have those, have already learned how to do this. And you make your cool pumpkin, and then you click on this button to enjoy the night view. So great. And you start over. It's a very fun game. And then the last activity on your choice board today is your ABC games. Make a mask. This is really fun. All right. Has anybody else been wearing masks when they leave their house? I know I have. And I like the cute ones. So pick your language, English or Spanish. And you have all sorts of choices here. You can choose the color of the trim and the color of the fabric. And you can add a design. And you can add a fun face. Oh my goodness, these are awesome. Patches, letters, so you can put your name on there, and just free hand drawing with a mouse. So everything that I just did here, I did with the mouse, and I could have done all of those same things with the trackpad on my computer. I'm done. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have lots of fun playing with whichever kind of a mouse or a trackpad or an iPad or a tablet with your finger, any way that works with your device, playing some of these games. Bye now.